Hey everybody. I really haven't been paying attention lately to a lot of current events. So I'm just going to stick with the seasonal subject, school time. We're getting closer and closer to that time, and all our supplies are going for, getting to our kids and all this good stuff. But one thing that caught my attention here in Texas was Governor Greg Abbott, who's uh, putting legal fines, who's putting fines and jail sentences on libraries, censoring libraries, particularly school libraries, from the so-called grooming books, which honestly I think is kind of stupid, because to this day all I heard is testimony of these horrible books, but I haven't met a single person that actually has seen any. You know, what's a trip though is the simple fact that there's a need a need to feel like we have to censor school libraries, which I honestly think is just kind of dumb. Because who in the world is going to put a now book stores, however, sure, and that makes sense. There should be an adult book novel section and a kids novel section, and they should be separated from each other amongst general topics that should be in the middle. But to think that you need an adult section in elementary school libraries, in public libraries, well, even in public libraries, that makes sense a little bit. That makes sense to a certain extent, but to be honest, it to think that it has to be a law is just kind of dumb, because librarians really are not intentionally trying to throw books. And like, don't get me wrong, they throw everything in alphabetical order and they put by category and stuff, and maybe one adult graphic novel might actually be put in a spot where the general public goes to. That's not unheard of. What is unheard of is putting porn mags with National Geographics and highlights, the kids magazines highlights together in one spot. I think it's just dumb. It's idiotic. It makes no sense. And it makes even less sense to see a governor having to put it in law, to separate them like good book organizers do, you know. So that's my beef there. It just doesn't make any sense. It's one of those stupid laws. It doesn't make any sense. I don't even think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be too costly on our taxpaying dollars, except for whatever it is that, that it took to put it into law. Where, of course, where the big complaint will be like, this is what he puts our taxpaying dollars to, being a book Nazi, That's all that I can really foresee happening out of that. Aside from him saying that he's, in his next election, saying he's a big promoter of morals and all this good stuff because he regulated the libraries, so to say, which I think is dumb, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be any big deal. The part where I see it is a problem is that proverbial book burning bullshit, where oh, somebody said they like this guy, burn the book, and all this other crap. It's just dumb. So it's pretty obvious if he can't get away with burning books or banning them, he's gonna try to get away with separating them, which is fine. Back when we had video stores, there was an adult video section, in an entire different room, so why should libraries be any different? And that's it. That's pretty much it. I hope y'all are taking care of take care of yourselves, and I hope everybody's doing good. And I guess from this point on, we just got to watch to make sure that we got to keep an eye out that the politicians don't do the book burning thing. And if they do, what would the cause be? Because it's the same old cause about questioning morals. And what's the undermining? And what is it that they're undermining? And the reason for that is because, again, in my eyes, it's all about the money. Belief is the tool. So if they're out here focusing on libraries, it's obviously because they're doing something with our taxpaying dollars to do some other stupid crap, like more booby traps on the border. You know, more deadly traps that are killing migrants down at the border. You know, and we're just not paying attention to that because we're trying to protect these authors and those books and all this and the literature world. You know, we're trying to defend the literature world while he's out pulling these kind of stunts, or authorizing companies to deregulate certain rules. For example, the child labor laws. You know, remember, here in Texas, Greg Abbott has authorized corporations to use child labor and illegal migrant child labor, and has looked the other way whenever those companies have abused the child labor through their own abuses, through their own abusive capabilities. So we got to look out for stuff like that when we look at him with his next crusade of morals, because what's going on behind closed doors is a lot of anti-morale, and at the cost of a huge profit, at the benefit of a huge profit that comes with it. So, okay, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to say, y'all take care, y'all take it easy. I was supposed to do a 5-minute, we're moving up to 10. Whack, whack, whack. Sorry about that. But I hope y'all take care, y'all take it easy. Happy Monday. Let's start a good work week, and see if we can carry a good work week all the way through, okay? Y'all take it easy. This is Chris with Chris's Comments, signing out.